Welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these really cute trinket dishes out of polymer. So you're going to need some white polymer clay. I know it says 1 pound, but we're not using that much. We're going to cut about 2 to 4 ounces off. Then we have some paint brushes, a little heart cutter, my knife, and of course all these things that I'm showing, if you don't have it on hand, you can just improvise. I have some gold paint that I got from the craft store, a small bowl, some Sculpey gloss glaze, and my rolling pin. All right, let's get started. All right, let's start by going ahead and cutting off some of our clay here. This is a 1 pound block of white polymer clay, and I'm just going to cut maybe 2 to 4 ounces off of this, and we'll be able to make 2 trinket dishes and then even have some clay left over from that. So realistically you could probably get 3 out of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half so that way I have 2 equal parts to work with. Okay, and then I'm going to start rolling out this first piece of clay for our first little trinket dish. Once you've rolled out your clay till it's about 1/4 inch thick, you're going to take that small bowl and you're going to press it down. We're using this kind of like a cutter, okay? And then you're going to twist it to make sure your edges are nice and clean. All right, now take that heart cutter, and we're going to use this to make a heart impression on our clay. So with that being said, you want to make sure that you're careful that you don't press too hard to where it goes all the way through. You're just pressing really gently to get that impression of the heart on your clay. And then we're going to take our bowl again, and we're going to flip this upside down, and then we're going to press the clay onto our small bowl here. So we're just smoothing it out, pressing it down to where it sticks to our bowl. All right, so now just take your knife and you're gonna run it around the edges of the clay, and you're gonna cut off any pieces that look like they're too long. So that way, once your trinket dish is baked and you take it out of the oven, it's not like really lopsided, or you don't have one part that's like way higher than the other. So we're pretty much just trying to even out our edges all the way around. Now we're just going to place these on a baking sheet and bake at 275 for 15 minutes. All right, the trinket dishes have baked and cooled, and now we're ready to move on to painting. Okay, so this is the reason we use our heart cutter. It just gives you a nice clean line to work with, so that way when you start to paint, everything is just a lot easier and it's gonna look so much cleaner. Unless you're someone who's like super talented and you can freehand a pretty awesome heart, which I cannot, so I use my cutter. But if you are, by all means, just skip the step with the heart cutter and freehand a beautiful heart on here. So once you have your outline, you're going to go ahead and just fill it in. All right, this is our final step. We're gonna add our gloss glaze, and we're gonna cover the entire inside and the edge of our trinket dish. And then we're gonna let that dry. All right, here's our trinket dish. It's all done and ready to be used. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.